Hi there. So, in the bench toy video, there's a couple comments that said, hey, I want to see a pick rack, or picks and tension tools. So, today I'm going to do just that. This is my pick rack at the moment. It's nothing super fancy. It's just a, like, test tube holder. You can get these off Amazon pretty cheaply. And I just put cardboard dividers in, held them with a little bit of wire. Basically hooks are on the left side, minus the back row. Rakes are all on the right, with diamonds and balls and snowmen. Back is some dimple rakes and auto rakes. So the front row here, and these are all kind of out of order at the moment, I don't know why. This is how it should be. This front row is all Sparrows hooks. The short, medium, deep hooks. These are all the same profiles, just with handles. And 25 thousandths. Those are probably my go-to picks, and my Attila. You see me use this a lot. In the row behind it, these three are homemade picks. Pretty short hook, kind of a medium hook, and then a postal hook. These are the Southward kit, also 25 thousandths. This is a postal hook that I cut down to a deep hook. The row behind that is all homemade and about 25 thousandths. 23 to 25. I have a nice little short hook here. Kind of deep hook. Might cut that down a little bit more and make it a medium hook. Is about 18 thousandths. Kind of a deforced ball. Nice big reach, if you're familiar with the Peterson reach. These are all in 3D printed handles, by the way. Behind that are 15 and 16 thousandths picks. This is the SS Dev kit in 15 thousandths from Sparrows, again, in these nice 3D printed handles. Nice and flexible, good for picking off the bottom and schlag, bottom of the keyway, and schlag, picking Yale, or any tight keyway. These two are homemade. Here's kind of a medium hook. Some may call this deep, some may call it medium. It's kind of a medium for me. Also very flexible. 15 thousandths, I believe. This one is one of my favorite picks I've ever made. It was a deforced diamond in 15 thousandths. I've used it so much I've worn off the diamond. So it's now just a deforced hook. Behind that are the Goso picks, or, eBay kit Goso. Those are 30 to 32 thousandths. I might take them down to 25. And behind that, like I said, dimple rakes for the I call them smiley face dimple locks. Over here are regular rakes and probes. This is in that kit. I guess it's their attempt at a small diamond. Working from the front back, I have two probes, or shanks if you want to call them that. Bypass knives. Yellow 16, made from a broken hook. Sparrow's hook. This one's 25. You see I just shrink tube the handles. Or use shrink tube for the handles, I should say. Here's a key extractor out of the PXS 14 kit. Keep one of those around. Sparrow's half diamond. larger half diamond from the PXS14 kit. I need to take a little bit more out of the shank, or shaft rather, to make that more of a defined diamond profile. These are just a ball and half ball out of the Southwood kit, good for raking wafer locks. Here's a double-sided tool. File that down that side, make it more of a kinetic tool. Here's a bypass tool for master 175s and decoding and any other locks you can use the 175 bypass on. I've demonstrated that on this channel before. These rakes are out of Southwood kit. I'm hesitant to call this a rake, and we'll get to that in a moment. This is the version of the worm. And then this city rake or L rake, putting the key and rock up and down. The reason I don't want to call this one a rake is it's not really a rake, it's a zipping tool, it's a kinetic attack. Light tension, put in and yank out, and it makes like a zipping sound, like a zipper. It works well on locks that don't have security pins, and usually works pretty quickly. This row I have a long probe and a 3D printed handle, bottom handle. 25 thousandths, doesn't need to quite be this long. Sometimes that's handy though. These are the Sparrows rakes. I have an order. I have the Bogota ones from with Triple Peak. I always get the worm and the snake rake mixed up. I believe this is a worm, and that's a snake rake here. I may be mistaken, but they both come in the same kit, I believe. And just a city rake, again, 25 thousandths. Some thin 15,000th rakes are on the list of tools to make or get. I don't have them at this point, but you will be seeing them in the future. And then these 5 I made out of a wide piece of very wide wiper insert. You can see I have a double, triple, and the quad, quint, and quin, I believe. Basically, this is the cycloid set from Tool. Just made it myself. And in thermoplastic handles with brass pins. On the back, just some auto jigglers. Come in handy for double-sided wafer locks. This one is a tool worth mentioning. It's supposed to be a single peak rake. What I like is they put a little cutout in there. I don't know if you can see, that's kind of worn out. There's a little cutout on the tip so you can use it as a hook. I use this as a rake, and then I'll flip over and use it as a hook. This is the tool I've used to pick the SFI or LFIC cores to control. And this, a little dimple rake for the tighter dimple keyways. And it's that auto jigglers, wafer lock jigglers up front. Nothing special. Moving on to tension tools. This is my main set of tension tools with some pretty awesome pins that a friend got me because they think that these all apply to me. And if I'm being honest, they probably do. A lot of these are homemade, some of these are Sparrows. This is made out of a piece of welding rod. Works great in Yale keyways or the smaller master lock keyways in this 570. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's about 40 thousandths maybe. Who's one of my... Ooh, that's a Southwood there. Who's one that I made out of a wiper insert that I just bent. I like it because it adjusts to a tight keyway. Or if you have a very large, wide open keyway like the Falcon, it'll adjust to that too. As well. Just the tension out of the Southwood kit. Here's a very interesting tension. It's very thin. Came out of PXX14 kit. Comes in handy sometimes. And you have the 3 tension wrenches you get from Sparrows. That's the blue, purple, and yellow. I put colored tape on myself. I'm not a big fan of this style because it's kind of springy, but it's okay. I prefer this style, which nice and rigid, or this style. The 5-piece top of the keyway set from Sparrows. I believe we've all seen these. Then the Sparrows heavy bars, which if you don't have them, buy them, or buy the Peterson ones, or make your own. There's a tension made out of a piece of welding rod. It's the exact same thicknesses as the Law Lock Tools Hooligan, which got Medicos, wide open keyways. There's 2 more of those bent ones I made. And then getting over to my second pick rack, or tension wrench rack, more pins, dumb key tool, a little tool to pop off knobs or privacy handles, another one of Southwood wrenches, a couple more wrenches I made. This one's kind of interesting because I designed it to go on the top of the keyway, like so, but so I can tension with my thumb because I'm left-handed. Use that sometimes. A couple more wrenches I made. Piece I made out of bike spoke or panel wire, can't remember. This one's definitely a nice thick mountain bike spoke. This is my first TOK wrench and still one of my favorites because it's bent the opposite way. Good for left-handed people. And as you can see, of course this padlock won't open this way, but you get the idea. Here's the wrench out of that Goso kit. Couple Z bars with Z wrenches. This was for wafer locks with the shutter. I just modified it a little bit, put a couple hooks on there. And then some decoding tools made out of thin feeler gauge. There's lots of videos on how to use those. That's about it for picks. I guess this started life as a pick, so I should mention this is that tool I made from a broken pick to push the detent pin in to remove the nuts off the back of Schleg and other screw-on tail pieces like this. That's about it for picks. I keep pieces of wiper insert and feeler gauge on hand. The box is looking very empty at the moment, but we can see usually this is chock full. Been making a lot of picks lately. Yeah, just keep that around to make picks out of. Sometimes I'll go real fancy and do thermoplastic handles with brass pins. Other times I'll just start the 3D printer while I work on the actual tip or blade. And by the time I'm done with this, the 3D printer's done, I glue it together and I can get right to picking. It doesn't take as long to do as this. These are kind of nice. They're not great everyday carry picks because they're bulky, but they fit in your hand very well. So, and most of the handles I use are available off Thingiverse, or there's some I've designed. And if you watch my 3D printed tools video, you'll know more about that. So, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.